no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. They will run for the first time here with White, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check back. Jump.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Buddy up. So we got man. We got tight end. Out. 3. 45. Mike, 45. Let's go one more. 45.
Operating from the gun. Love. Ebron's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, it's White. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45.
From the gun, Love. It's caught. This is White. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a 1st carry for Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. On
1st down, Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Derrick Henry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Justin Lane on the tackle. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Bears nothing.
Check. Alert. Slam. Check. Red. No.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw on 2nd down. Love into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky, blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Go. Who that? Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
I'm going to come back to you.
Alert. Protein spill.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Mike, 54.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alert. Check Mike 54. Five. Watch the twist. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Hey, 18.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. Lock in. 22 jet bomber. Ran, Tom.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
First down, here's White. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
45. Mike, 45. Yeah. 45 to Mike. 45.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bilal Nichols able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Let's go, defense. And who we got? Check 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
From the gun, Love into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Johnson was the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. He hits White, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, it's White. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
I'm here all day. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. You must be dreaming. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Go.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Reset. 58, right over there, right over. Mike, 58, right there. Bring it. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
On third down, Love. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Trubisky now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Team 6.
They go play action. Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on, D. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 55.
Lock in.
Let him know.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Love. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45. Check Mike 45.
A final shot before break. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch it.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ran, touch. Hey, 18.
Mike, 54. Draw deep.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ran, touch.
Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. So we got to step it up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Lock in.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Out out of the gun. Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
64,
brings up 4th down.
quick. 18.
He goes to use you.
Alert.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Too little, 58, Mike. I'm coming after you. And 58 is a Mike. Ain't no center.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
45, 46 to 1. Match box. Mike, twist. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go. Check 45 to Mike.
Throwing again. Love. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Mike 45. Get him. Six guys. Check 6 guys.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got daylight. 30, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Move.
Right there. 54, right there.
After the interception, here's Trubisky, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ran, Tuck.
54,
Now it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Hey, ball.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Pick it up.
Trubisky to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 8 yards out, and the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 13. Got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Operating from the gun. Love. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. You get up. You can't block me. Take off.
From the gun, Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Love. Here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Check Mike 45. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you got a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check, 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 check.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, look. Blue. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 93 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rowe. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up. Shift. 18. Hey, orbit. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. They gonna need some therapy.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He finds Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rowe, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That game's now gone final in the Meadowlands. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want...
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down now, it's White. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Today,